Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the WWE Universe, it is now time for a bedtime story, and it is brought to yours by yours truly, the Club of the Man 1993, giving the modified version of the story of AJ, written by the man himself, Samoa Joe. Once upon a time, there was a young lad named AJ Styles. He was the WWE champion. He was the phenomenal one, and he had a family. Unfortunately, though, sometimes family and jobs do not intermix well together. And there's some people who want to take over the world of wrestling or even magic, if you want to go so far. So not only was AJ Styles, phenomenal in the ring, he was also phenomenal outside the ring with his magic powers. Unfortunately, though, there was another man who wanted to be, the greatest sorcerer in the world, and his name was Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe attacked AJ's heart so he can get to him in his head. He went after him after he was declared the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. He began to perform his own army of mind games against AJ. He even attacked his family, screaming out, "Oh, Wendy!" And then he would continue to go after him. He even, was personally, just verbally attacking Wendy and the little 3-year-old Annie at SummerSlam. And unfortunately, because of that, it got little AJ a little ticked off. So what happened? AJ grabbed a chair and he attacked the big angry monster named Joe over and over again. But it wasn't enough because Joe kept coming back. And Joe dug further and further and further into the heart of AJ Styles, hurting his family even more. So then the time came where Joe knew what he had to do. AJ was declaring that he will face Joe one more time. And at Hell in a Cell, he will, rip him to shreds and whatnot. But out of nowhere, out came Samoa Joe. He had his new coquina clutch. The Elder Wand, if you must say. And then he decided to cast a spell called Avada Kedavra on AJ Styles, and out with the light went AJ. And then Samoa Joe goes, "Oh, Wendy! Daddy's gonna go night-night." To be continued this Sunday after Hell in a Cell. And that was a weird story I just thought of the top of my head because I literally just grabbed my copy of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows to be the prop for that introduction. But that was my moment of the night. Oh, gosh. Story time with Samoa Joe. I would love to have Samoa Joe read me a bedtime story. At almost 25 years old, I'll let Samoa Joe sit by my bedside and read me a bedtime story tonight. Because believe it or not, I need to get a good night's sleep tonight. But despite that, I am still full of more energy than I was at this time, last night. Because last night I was beat. Today, well, I was still tired because I had to get up early, took a little nap, still had a bunch on my mind, but you know what? It's all cool. I'm going to come up here and be a little bit more energetic because the situation's a little bit better now on this review because I know you guys want the Club the Man 1993 and not just, I'm going to just get this in the Club the Man 1993. So this is going to be a fun stream tonight. Guys, what is going on? This is the Club the Man 1993 as always, and we are live for my live review of SmackDown Live from September 11th, 2018. It took place in Lafayette, Louisiana, and it is the go-home show for Hell in a Cell and the go-home show for the Superior brand for Hell in a Cell because the card was made official tonight. There will be 8 matches at Hell in a Cell. Let's say at a pre-show match, something like that, but only 8 matches. Sounds a lot better than 10, 11, 12 matches and having a 4-hour pay-per-view. So we should be getting about a 3-hour pay-per-view this Sunday. No excuses, I'd say. So Of course, the Hell in a Cell matches could probably go on a little long. I don't expect Orton and Hardy to go on too long, but wouldn't surprise me if they have Roman and Strowman have like a 40-minute match like Owens and Shane did last year. Which that match wasn't too bad last year, Shane and Owens, but I don't think they needed a 40-minute match, if you know what I mean. But the card's set. SmackDown's the superior brand, of course, for this show, it feels like, which I'm cool with it. I think it's a lot more interesting on SmackDown than it is on Raw, even though Raw is 3 hours of felt pointless stuff. Just to hype up 3 matches for a pay-per-view, nothing else really matters. But yeah. But anyways, getting back on track here. For SmackDown Live, my thoughts on tonight's show, it was all right. It had its ups. It's had its downs. Some little things I'm like, oh, okay, that's not too bad. Some surprises. But to me, it wasn't quite as good of a go-home show as I was hoping for it to be. Wasn't bad. It was just decent to solid, I thought, in my opinion. Wasn't terrible. I enjoyed it. But I definitely expected a little bit better from this show. Let's check the live chat before we get started talking about the actual review. We've got King Larry. What's up, Larry? That was awesome. I'm hoping it was awesome. Hey, hello, Mike. What's up? Nope, I'm sorry, because, I can't disappoint you. I have my book back first on my shelf. Let me find it. I know you love this thing, Larry. Pulling this right out of my closet. Let's say it with me. Hey, Raw, you suck. SmackDown, you rock. Hey, Raw, you suck. SmackDown, you rock. Yes, this is the mic of Mike, as Larry calls it. I brought it out just for you, my friend. He's back, and he said Joe's a beast. He is. And then questioning Wendy Potter. No, I don't think we're getting Wendy Potter. Actually, this is bad, but if you want to go the Voldemort sports terms, whenever he either go towards Harry's mother since he attacked her, oh Lily, or if he wants to go as far as attack Ginny, oh Ginny. Well, then again, no. In the scene where Voldemort returns thinking he killed Harry, he should have gone, oh Ginny, Harry's got night night. Oh, boy, I'm a freaking genius. In Michael Cole's voice, the big club. I guess so. But yes, thank you for the stuff in the live chat, Larry. But I will get started with this review because I'm pretty much getting up every single morning this week because of just some stuff, just some personal, helping out a friend with something this week. So I gotta get up early, so I'm not going to stay on too late tonight. But anyway, so let's get right into this review. Of course, since it is 9/11, the 17th anniversary now of the attacks on our country. I can't believe it's already been 17 years. Again, if people always ask me, where we were 9/11, just to share briefly. I mean, I honestly don't remember too much about that day when we got the attacks. All I remember, I was in second grade. I was in class. I just remember a lot of people going home early, and I didn't understand why. I go home for a second. It was, Mommy, Daddy, why did you take me home early or whatnot? Because I'm like, I'm just like, I don't care about school. I don't care. But of course, I grew up like, okay, let me actually try it now. But you know what I mean. But I know it definitely impacted a lot of people. I mean, as a baseball fan, one of my favorite moments post 9/11, of course, was when Mike Piazza hit that big home run against the Atlanta Braves that kind of woke up the New York crowd. So it was the first game played in New York since the attacks of 9/11. And it was like that healing moment for them as well. But of course, as we started off SmackDown Live with a moment of silence, with of course 11 bells ring, which I don't have any bells to ring. Let's start off for a brief moment of silence as we remember all the victims from the attacks of 9/11 17 years ago today. Thank you guys. I just want to get that out there just to honor my country. But anyways, let's get started with this review of SmackDown Live. That's what we start off with, just a moment of silence. Then we have Jeff Hardy making his way out to the ring. He gets on the mic and he says how we face our demons and he's overcome his. But on Sunday, he faces his most venomous demon, which is, of course, Randy Orton. We faced him inside Hell in a Cell, and Orton doesn't know what it's like to fight someone that's cast out their own demons. And additionally, he's a daredevil, and he has no fear. He's going to beat Orton until he fades away and classify himself as obsolete. But first, he has to cleanse a demon of his recent past, Shinsuke Nakamura, as he hasn't overcome him yet. After that, he's going straight to hell. Enjoy the show, which I'm like, okay, I get it. You're going to Hell in a Cell after you take care of one of your demons. Still felt a little rushed, though, this promo. Then we have Nakamura and Hardy. We haven't seen Nakamura really have a match at all since he faced Hardy at SummerSlam, because the U.S. title is not really feeling too important right now. Match they had wasn't too bad. It's kind of like how it was. They had the rematch they had the night after the first extreme match that they had after Nakamura won a top in 6 seconds at Extreme Rules, because the ending was kind of the same, except the results were a little bit different. Towards the end of the match, when it looked like, Jeff Hardy was, I like how this match would tell a little bit like a story, like, Hardy and, obviously, struggling to overcome an obstacle in him, which is Shinsuke Nakamura. And then he felt like he was about to overcome him once again, hitting a twist of fate on him after falling up with Nakamura trying to hit the Kinshasa on him. But he had a twist of fate on him, and he goes up for a Swanton Bomb. And out of the blue comes the Viper himself, Randy Orton, knocking on the ropes, and Hardy fell right on the place where the sun does not shine. And unfortunately, it hurts down there pretty badly. Just an FYI, guys and girls. But anyways, so afterwards, Orton goes to grab a chair, and he starts attacking Hardy. But then, out in the blue, Hardy, gets up, and he starts, after doing some chair shots, Orton did some chair shots with Hardy, Orton looks like he's about to hit an RKO. And it's the first time we've seen Orton hit an RKO since he's returned and turned heel, because he wasn't doing the RKO for a while because the crowd wanted it. And I didn't hear any RKO chants at all tonight, which Randy Orton was doing a good job, again, in building that heat on him and becoming, a vicious heel. So he goes for an RKO, but Hardy pushes him away. He goes for a twist of fate. Orton breaks out of that. Then Hardy grabs a chair, and he starts attacking Orton with the chair shots for hitting a twist of fate and a Swanton Bomb on him. So pretty much showing that, hey, Orton was about to pull off the same stuff he tried pulling off on him, a couple months ago when he first started attacking him. But this time, Hardy's like, nope, I'm not having this anymore. I'm overcoming it. So it showed that, Hardy can't overcome Orton. But what will happen this Sunday at Hell in a Cell when they go out inside the cell? Will they be outside the cell? Will Jeff Hardy do a Swanton Bomb off of the top of the cell, as it's been rumored to do so? That'd be pretty scary. I mean, Shane McMahon's fall is pretty scary whatsoever. But here's the thing. Shane McMahon literally just has to step off a cage and let himself fall. Hardy is literally doing like a Swanton Bomb here. It's going to take more practice than just, well, then he's done it from like a high ladder. I'm sure a few more feet's not going to hurt him. But with how old he is, I'm hoping he'd be able to pull it off. There's obviously going to be some like daredevil move that Hardy is going to do. Who knows? Maybe Hardy will go for a Swanton Bomb and Orton will counter with an RKO or something like that. Like something really that sick, but something extreme is going to be happening in that match on Sunday. And I do look forward to seeing what happens. I mean, again, I feel like this fight was more having like a Street Fighter and Extreme Rules feel to it, but I'll give Hell in a Cell a shot for this match. It could still be pretty good. So, not a bad opening match. Again, the promo felt a little bit rushed by Hardy. Match with Nakamura wasn't too bad. Just wish, the U.S. title was actually being used, like, credibility. I mean, it doesn't have to be on the, again, I'm happy that Hell in a Cell only has 8 matches, but, at least to have your mid-card title feel credible also on your brand as well. They haven't really been doing that since Nakamura won that title off of Hardy. Well, ever since SmackDown, since SummerSlam, it's not really felt that relevant at all. So we'll see what happens following Hell in a Cell, what they do with the U.S. title, because I don't believe they have a match announced for Nakamura at Super Show. They have like how many matches already announced for Super Showdown. But that's what we got in our opening segment, and then of course the beatdown. We have commentary hyping us up for our main event match, which is going to be Brie Bella versus Maurice. Then we have an interview with Maurice backstage. Miz objects to being introduced first. So out of respect, he wants Maurice to have the spotlight tonight. Maurice says it took Daniel Bryan 3 years to come back, and it took her 5 months after giving birth. So yeah, she thinks she's ready, and she's going to make her husband proud and show her daughter Monroe Sky how good she is at punching Brie Bella in the face. Then Ms. Sco said Brian and Bella being called the yes couple, and they're saying they're more like the sure couple because they settle for whatever they can get. Brian just wants to pick berries and save the environment, and if he thinks he can intimidate Maurice, she'll slap the taste out of his mouth, and that will be awesome, as he would say. I'll do one more thing then before I check the live chat again. Then we have a promo from AJ Styles from earlier in the day, and singing in an empty arena. Which, I don't mind these empty arena promos here and there. I feel like a little more personal when things that happen like that. I like that one. I also like one I like also was from I think whenever Seth Rollins was feuding with Roman Reigns when he first came back from his knee injury. They had that promo with him in the arena, just walking down the Shield ramp, just telling his story pretty much. I like those for a change. They feel like different and personal also, and you really feel the animosity, whatnot. But AJ sitting by the ring in an empty arena, and he says Samoa Joe knows his biggest weakness, his temper. The quickest way to provoke him is to involve his family. He brought his wife and daughter into this and figured if he attacks his heart, he can mess with his head and get the advantage. And maybe he's right, but after 20 years of friendship, he knows a lot about Samoa Joe too. He has a family as well, but AJ won't mess with them because he's got integrity. Joe's straight as right in his mouth is intimidation, and he is being a real piece of, well, garbage. But all those strengths will be his weakness because when the bell rings, no one has the upper hand on Styles, and at Hell in a Cell, the talking stops, the intimidation ends, and Samoa gets a reminder of what happens when you talk about your family at SummerSlam. Last week, he got another taste of that. In 5 days, he'll show Joe how phenomenal he really is, because this is the house that AJ Styles built, and it's not for rent or for sale. It's all his. So that was a pretty good promo cut by AJ. Again, in an empty arena. Again, I like when we get those here and there. It feels like, it feels like deep, feels personal. Just, just the focus is just on him, like nothing else around it. So I actually really like this promo. Let's go to the live chat and see what we got. Do I have to do? No worries, Larry. Everything. Larry's giving his thoughts on 9/11. His mom took him home from school, and brother was watching TV. Then I just saw the towers in flames. Very sad day for USA. I even felt it here in Austria. Thank you for the respect, Larry. And he says Jeff will kill himself on Sunday and won't be pretty to watch. It could happen. It really would not surprise me. Plus, you think about it, this is the 20th anniversary when Mick Foley pretty much almost did the same thing. You think you're going to try to, reenact like, big dangerous stunt just to honor Foley and whatnot? I mean, yeah, we're going to be getting him as special guest referee. I don't think he's going to do anything too crazy as referee, unless if, Braun. I don't think you have any ideas. What if Braun Strowman throws Foley off of the top of the cell? I don't think they're both going to get up on top of the cell like that. I don't see it happening, but like, what if like Strowman does like an extreme move, throws like Foley or something like that into like an extreme moment or something? Who knows? But yeah, that would be crazy if Jeff Hardy does something crazy like that. Why does it always say 2 likes when I'm live? And I always immediately click the like button, and then when I watch it again later, it says 1 like. Confusing. That is weird. I'm not sure why. The house that Mike built. Let me see. Is YouTube the house I built, or because I did not build this house. This house was, people lived in this house before my family did. I guess this dynasty of the Clubman 1993 is the house that Mike Ruggiero built, if you want to put it that way. I don't know. It doesn't flow as AJ Styles built. Think I will not watch SmackDown when it airs live. Damn, there are like 2,000 commercial breaks. Who can take that? True. But then again, I'd rather sit through that than 3 hours of a pointless, boring episode of Raw we've been getting like for how many weeks. Although again, last night's episode was still was boring. Don't get me wrong, but for some reason I felt like I was more either I just didn't care as much, or because I was actually distracted with other things while I was watching Raw. But I felt like last night's episode I was able to sit through it a little bit better than I had been the previous weeks. And just in my honest opinion. Your videos are the house that Mike built. That is true. Pretty much. Thank you for that, Larry, as well. But that's awesome. I will continue on here because again, I'm kind of on a little bit of time limit. I gotta get to bed. I gotta get up really early again in the morning to drive my friend's sister to school. Anyways, but let me see here. We got this. Okay. So next we got some stuff. Recap. First, we got the recap of what happened last week with the Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair interview. And of course, Becky being all sarcastic, screw you. That's literally like, like a meme now going around on Twitter. Becky's, screw you. And then Becky's like, keep that title warm. You really think so? And I forgot what she said, your little bubbo or something like that. She said to Charlotte. It was pretty funny. But again, as I keep saying, I have enjoyed even what he did tonight too, that Becky, they're toning down Becky as like, being like this heel that's like blames the crowd and everything. Like she's not blaming the crowd at all. She's just literally just targeting Charlotte. It's just focusing on the heat between Charlotte and Becky. And you know what? That's completely cool with me. Again, Becky's be feeling like an anti-hero in this. Yes, they're trying to make Charlotte be like a likable babyface. Which again, if you like Charlotte Flair, that's fine. Again, I do think Charlotte is a good athlete. She definitely deserves, her spotlight. But then again, the story writes itself there. Becky Lynch, it was her time now, and Charlotte is out for a month because having surgery on a ruptured implant. She comes back, boom, she's back in the title scene, even though she was pretty much knocked to the back of the line before she left. But anyways, so getting to that, Charlotte's being interviewed backstage. She asked Paige her competition tonight because she thrives on it and she's naturally competitive. But unlike Becky, she doesn't just talk about it. She goes out every night and does it. And if there's one person she'll bet on, it's her, and Lynch will learn it's way easier to talk the talk than walk the walk. And she's watched what she's about to do tonight. She goes out, and then out comes her opponent, Sonya Deville, and Mandy Rose, which, as I keep saying for how long now, again, I still don't understand, though, why they still have these two paired together. Because, again, as I keep saying, if you remember when they first came over to SmackDown Live, not only did Paige tell them that Absolution was dead, but she was trying to focus the two of them on, getting to singles action, not relying as much on themselves. But now all of a sudden they're still pairing up again. I mean, I'm glad they at least, got them their own theme songs back, because, again, just continuing on with Paige's theme was just absolutely awkward. But of course, y'all know me, and when I see Mandy Rose, I'm like, damn! And even that was the case tonight. She came out, I'm like, Charlotte and Sonya Deville doesn't excite me that much. And then Mandy Rose comes out, and I'm like, whoosh, she was looking fine today, I shall say. Of course, they come out. Sonya has that stupid strobe light play and everything. I just don't get, she's not that big of a deal. Again, no offense. Again, I'm still not that big of a fan of Sonya Deville, because just watching her, it looks like she's just in a slow sparring match. And I know what a sparring match feels like, because I was in how many of those, because I was in the martial arts for 10 years. But they have the match, and then it was just long. There was 2 or 3 commercial breaks in this match, including entrances. And I was just bored to death of this match. I'm just like, this match does absolutely nothing for me. Mandy and Sonya just both feel like jobbers, no offense. They don't feel like threats. They just do nothing but just lose. Why are they even here? I mean, again, they would have actually meant something if, Paige didn't get injured and Absolution was tearing it up on Raw. But, I just not a big fan of them just, being on their, just being a random stable on their own right now. It's not quite doing anything for me, I feel. So Charlotte wins, as probably should have happened. And afterwards, Charlotte's going to, I'm waiting for, Becky to make some type of move. And Charlotte just going around the ring, just, shaking hands, was giving everybody high fives. Of course, a couple people, she was trying to give high fives to her, giving her a thumbs down, because they're pretty much, stand their ground, saying we wanted Becky. And then Charlotte goes to take a photo with a young fan. All of a sudden, somebody in the crowd grabs her by the hair and pulls her back and starts attacking her. And you guys who know who it was? It was Sin Cara in a Chris Jericho mask. That wasn't Chris Jericho in a Sin Cara mask. That was Sin Cara in a Chris Jericho mask. I love when Jericho said, just kidding now. It was Becky Lynch dressed up as, I don't know, a black-haired nerd? I don't know. Or Velma Dinkley from Scooby-Doo? I don't know, but because of the glasses. But no, Becky Lynch was disguised in the crowd, and she started to attack Charlotte. And then she took off the wig and the glasses and the black jacket she was wearing, came out, and she began beating down on her again. And then she put her in the disarmer, and Flair and she pretty much just put Flair in until the referees pulled her off, and then they broke her off, and then she would later be seen backstage and walking out, and then they tried to interview her, and she pretty much said, no more questions. I just have one more thing left to do besides take that title back, which she mentioned how I believe tomorrow, I can't remember the exact day they said this kind of week, but it was exactly 2 years since Becky had won the first ever SmackDown Live Women's Championship on SmackDown at Backlash 2016. Yes. So she said it's time to talk. I gotta take my title back and then break Charlotte's arm, of course, pretty much. So again, I'm looking forward to this match on Sunday. I think it could be a pretty good match. I may do some live reactions during that match. Not too sure. See how it goes, because again, I'm going to be watching it with my one buddy. So maybe we'll do live reactions during that match. Not sure yet which match I'll do live reactions during. Yeah, because I want to do live reactions during all the matches, because it could be a solid show, but I don't think it's going to be like every match is like NXT is going to be like boom, you know what I mean. But good stuff there. And then, of course, we get to this. One of my favorite moments was like, well, I don't know which one I like better, that or what happened after the main event. But let's talk about this segment. We get Samoa Joe now giving his thoughts on his match on Sunday, his final message. He is going to tell us a bedtime story with a hero and a villain and a happy ending. It's called Night Night AJ. And it's about AJ Styles and the house that he built, telling of how he defended it, came to believe he was 10 feet tall, and forgot his family until Joe showed up. AJ's family was frightened and distraught, and per Joe's story, prayed for Styles to learn his lesson, and Joe's solution was become their new daddy. The story goes on to predict that Samoa Joe will choke out AJ Styles with the coquina clutch and reduce him to the size of a mouse. And he'll be saying, "Oh, Wendy! Daddy's gone night-night now. Welcome to your new daddy, the new WWE champion." Of course, I have to be, that crazy, but yes, that was epic. Again, I could see that being a segment that, of course, Vince would make, would just ruin. Whoever wrote that, like Vince Road Dogg could not have had anything to do with that segment. It was just hilarious. It's something that, Joe could pull off, but not everyone can. I'm sure if we had Bobby Lashley or Roman Reigns sitting down telling a story. Well, I'm sorry. Do you remember, of course, Roman Reigns telling his modified version of Jack and the Beanstalk back in 2015 when he feuded with the Big Show that he faced 50 million times before they had a last man standing match at Extreme Rules? Which that match is actually good. That last man standing match, Extreme Rules 2015, that actually was a good match. I did like that match, but oh god, the never-ending feud. And in case you guys didn't hear, also, of course, apparently that was supposed to be the main event of Fastlane, until they changed it after the whole riot. As Riot was just one T, by the way, after the Royal Rumble 2015. But anyways, getting way off track here. But my point is, not too many people could pull that off. I'm sure if someone else tried doing that, it wouldn't be as entertaining as it was. But again, with Samoa Joe, of course, it worked great. And I loved it, and it was awesome. That is why, of course, it was my introduction to this review tonight of SmackDown Live. So let's check the live chat once again. Let's see who we got here. She's just an arrogant badass, which is fine. Exactly, like a tweener or something. But still, when you think about it, they turned her into a super baby face by accident. Exactly. They turn her into Becky Lynch into the women's Stone Cold Steve Austin, pretty much. Like Becky is doing, bad things, but the crowd is loving it. That's exactly like Stone Cold Steve Austin's foundation around it, as I probably keep saying. What's up, Tian Couponer? I'm a lot more peppier than I was last night, so I'd say I'm pretty darn good, but I'm still kind of tired. Doing good at work right now, cleaning up for a big company tomorrow. Decided to take a break. Hey, you need a break always on the job, Tian Couponer, man. I use my hair as well, although my break is usually at wedding receptions, besides dinner. Me just taking a random Snapchat video here and there, just of me just jamming out to whatever song is on, because you gotta have fun on the job sometimes, Anyways, cool. Good luck with everything. Thank you, Larry. Bad teacher, Becky. Yeah, I love that. What's up, Lauren? Jericho Mask. Mike, have you watched All In yet? I have not gotten to yet, unfortunately. I do want to check it out, though, someday, but thank you for mentioning it again. Lauren thought that SmackDown was an A+. Tina likes to side up Becky. She started just late. No worries. SmackDown wasn't that good in his opinion. I mean, yeah, SmackDown wasn't bad again, but I felt like again, for a go-home show, could have been a little bit better. Of course, again, the lowest point I thought of the show was the Charlotte and Sonya match. The post-match beatdown with Becky was good, but the match was too long. That match was way too long. Lauren said, if Becky or Orton doesn't win on Sunday with all the momentum they're having, I'll be pissed. I do kind of agree. I do think both of them, well, I'll discuss it more in my predictions, of course, but I do think both Becky and Orton need the win on Sunday, I think. Tina Cooper says he's still at work. No worries. Larry's thinking a B-. Tina Cooper said he heard a ding. Yep, that is because I had a text on my phone, and of course I also get the messages here on my Mac as well, because after all, guys, I have two laptops, because I have this Mac I bought for work, and then I have my Lenovo PC over on my bed. I'm not going to go reach there that I use for gaming, but this is more so a laptop I use for work. But then again, the quality in the RAM's better. That's why I use it also for my live streams as well. Anyways, but thank you guys. Did Maurice lose on a DQ? Yes, she did, but it was a pretty good move, I'd say, to put a lot of more heat on The Miz, and I love that ending segment. Your ding notification too. Sonya's still stiff in the ring. Yeah, exactly. Again, when I watch Sonya Deville wrestle, all I think of is a slow sparring match. That's all I think of. And again, just get rid of that. I think I already put it on the list, but wait, did I put it on the list? Let me see here. Let's see here. Well, I put a lot of stuff on the list. I'm trying to remember when. Let's see here. Did I put Sonya Strobe Light on the list? Boy, I put a lot of people on the list from that site I was using. Oh boy, I put all that. Blah 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 blah. Man, sorry about this. Come on, where is it? Where is it? Did I put... I don't think I did. So because of that, because it's annoying, it's pointless, Sonya Strobe Light, you just made the list. Mandy Rose is attired tonight. No, I am coming close to that list, I shall say. We didn't see Paige tonight also. Paige apparently got a haircut, in case anybody didn't see her photo on Instagram. She apparently got a short haircut, which doesn't look too bad, but I think Paige was a little more attractive with longer hair, in my opinion. But sometimes people like to change. Anyways, check the live chat again. Mike is more entertaining than Raw. That's why I love that you're a Tina Couponer. Yeah, I am starting to believe Carmella is a face now, but I'll wait till I'm a little, I'm not as on, again, because I got to get early again tomorrow, so I will probably do the turn alert for Carmella within the next couple days, I feel. Joe needs to win this Sunday as well. I feel so too. The Evolution card was leaked, by the way. I heard the rumors, but I have not yet seen it, but it sounds like it's going to be pretty stacked, so I hope it's not going to be overkill, I hope. Styles is only 56 days away from becoming the longest reigning from becoming one of the longest reigning champs of all time, which if he does get there, I wouldn't be upset because he definitely deserves it. But I do agree that it's time for Samoa Joe. Yeah, apparently the Evolution card seems okay, but not great. Probably because they're just randomly announcing all the matches that was surprising. I was like, oh, guess what? This person's shown up. Not just, okay, we're having a match at Evolution. It's going to be Lita and Mickie James, which, could be a good match, but can they just surprise us with that? You know what? Like, have them show up and us not knowing it instead of just announcing these right away, The Mike of Mike. Yep, we got that again. Do you think Wendy will become involved in the match? Maybe. Another thing, one thing I'm going to say, of course, I'm going to say I'm a little disappointed, though, about this match Sunday with Joe and Styles, is there's no stipulation. I was hoping there would have been a stipulation, like no disqualification, falls count anywhere. It's another one-on-one match. So, I don't know what's going to happen. So, maybe Wendy gets involved. I could see it happening possibly. Who knows? The SmackDown has pulled out some tricks here and there that I'm actually like, okay, not too bad. So maybe they could. 50-50 when it comes to good/bad. What was up with Bree's gear? It looked like Seattle Seahawk colors, I felt with Bree's gear. What if Wendy accidentally cost Styles the belt? Again, that could be possible as well. Didn't think of that. A Wendy on a pole match. Oh. Wendy on a pole. Well, hopefully it wouldn't look like she's hanging herself, first off. I'm not a big fan of anything on a pole matches. We've seen contract on a pole matches, which are, meh here and there for, like, a Raw number one contenders match or something like a mid-card title match on Raw or something like that. But we haven't had anything on a pole match to be good in a while. Remember Guitar on a pole between Jason Jordan and Elias last November? And, of course, Bailey and Alexa Bliss, Extreme Rules 2017 kendo stick on a pole. So I wouldn't want to associate Wendy with being on a pole. So not a bad idea, but not sure. There is not a stipulation for Joe and Styles. Do you think Braun and Rowan will close out Hell in a Cell? I think it's going to. It's not going to put past them. She thinks that Becky Lynch is the song exhaustion of this era. You don't think SmackDown was an A? You're always giving it a B. I mean, I've been giving it like A minuses or B pluses recently, or A's. But yeah, this week's show felt like it could have been a little bit better for Gomes' show. So yeah, sorry, but that's how I felt about it this week. But it was still good. But I felt like it could have used like something felt like it was missing. I felt, in my opinion. So sorry about that. What do you think of Renee as a full-time commentator, which I think is awesome? Get a fresh face there, getting a woman involved on commentary as well, because Renee Young, again, she's not like, the greatest announcer of all time, but, she's good, and I definitely think she brings something different to the show, not Jonathan Coachman making all these sports references, which, if that was on, for like a baseball game or football game or not, he'd probably make it work, but that, and then, again, the one that made me just gag the most was when he sung Let It Go. Man, let's not go there. But yeah, I am happy Renee on commentary. Don't forget to hit the like button on the live stream, definitely. Mick Foley's special guest referee for the Braun and Roman match. Like, why is he? I mean, I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm not like, oh yeah, awesome. I'm like, okay, whatever. I mean, is this the 20th anniversary of his big fall that he did at Hell in a Cell? And I don't think there's going to be anything, spectacular happening in the match. Anyways, it's going to blow us away. Anyways, so I got respect for it being like, the anniversary of a big moment. He was involved. Like, I'm all right with it, but I'm not like, oh yeah, this is going to be awesome, if you know what I mean. Maurice is still solid in the ring. Not too bad. Do you think Mella and Zelina will feud? Not really sure. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's just a one-off match they had with Almas and Truth tonight. I've heard a rumor they might feud with each other. I'm not sure how it would work, but this might be a way just to build up Truth and Carmella for the mixed match challenge, which I think is probably going to be AJ and Charlotte winning at this time. I would still love to see Truth and Carmella win it because they're an entertaining act. She's happy Rusev they got the win, but she kind of feel for the bar. Yeah, again, I was surprised. I was surprised as well, Rusev, they won. We'll get to that match very shortly as well. Paige got so much stuff done. LOL. She's still gorgeous though. Definitely is. Choo choo, as you always mention, because of the train. Face and heel turns are meaning nothing now because we already know who'll turn or not. That is true. Top 10 stars who need to turn heel now. I mean, I definitely do that one here and there, but down the line, definitely we'll do that one again. When we've gone away from the ones from like the recent ones, but that's definitely the one. Asuka's new look bothers her. She hates how they ruin her and Naomi. So sad, especially Asuka. That promo they cut was strange. Tia Kumar is going back to finish the job. Have fun. SmackDown matches at Hell in a Cell are going to be more entertaining than the Raw matches. Exactly, because there's 5 matches on this. I mean 8 matches on this card, and 5 of them are SmackDown matches, which are cool with me. Although 3 of them are tag team matches, but they mean something at least. It's not just random tag team matches. So we'll probably get like a random tag team match in the pre-show between, I don't know, Naomi and Asuka versus the Iconics. We're getting it in Melbourne, Australia, which in some ways I'm like, okay, I get it because the Iconics from Australia, but they're not that big of a deal yet in the main roster, if you know what I mean. Anyways, have a good night, TN Couponer. Push R-Truth. Honestly, sure. Again, he is actually entertaining me. So you know what? I wouldn't mind R-Truth getting a push. Even if they wanted him and Ty to feud for the SmackDown tag titles, I'd be cool with that. Because again, R-Truth is actually making me laugh. Before I'm just like, ugh, get this old man off my TV. Now I'm like, keep it going, man. My favorite line is, oh, Truth, put Carmella down. That's what's up. Oh man. That was just a little joke. The poll thing. No worries, man. What's up with WWE bringing wives into the situation? Yeah, it's true. It's getting more popular with that as well, but most of them, for the most part, are working. Why should these shows get an A? They feel totally lifeless. What do you think of Jeff and Nakamura match? Wasn't bad. I feel like it was kind of almost repeating what they did when we did that match, the first SmackDown after Extreme Rules, but except the fact that this time Hardy got the upper hand on Orton in the beatdown. So I was fine with it. Raw is never an A, but SmackDown is sometimes. I agree. Any returns you think will happen at Hell in a Cell? Returns or any turns? Returns or turns? Let me see. You're saying of the matches we're having again. I don't really think I see any of them happening. Well, I mean, again, what if Wendy Styles does get involved with their match? It could happen. I don't think Dean's going to turn yet. I don't even know who else is really due back anytime soon, if you know what I mean. I'd say maybe not at Hell in a Cell. I'll look at the matches again, though, and consider it again when I do my predictions video later this week. She claims that New Day is going to make the lists. She hates that they leak pay-per-view cards. I agree. Watch Rusev Day turn heel again next week. Or she's rather to see New Day be heel. Yeah, it's true. Again, because once again, Rusev Day doesn't feel like babyface. Now they're feuding with the New Day, and is it like, are they going to be heels or what? I don't get it. But yeah, I think I'm the only one that they want Rusev in a tag team championship match right now. She thinks it's been long overdue. He said the Bar lost. I mean, I'll get into that thoughts in a second. Because again, I was really surprised that the Bar lost. Rusev should be in the WWE title hunt right now, but that was ruined by the Jinder Mahal title reign of tear. Exactly, because that was supposed to be Rusev's reign. If Road Dogg didn't take over, it would have been all Rusev, but no, we had to make a big star for India. Meanwhile, a few months later, they felt, oh, Jinder's not ready, so he's going to lose to Triple H in India. Really? Wasting all of our time just for that? Way to go, guys. Rusev Day should be in a WWE title hunt. I'll be right about that. She likes the Bar, but they deserve better. I just felt that it was time for the Bar. I agree. What's wrong? Okay, yeah, everything's good. Anyways, but yeah, let's get back to this. I think we were actually on that match, but yeah, because we did have the New Day on commentary once again. They had some backstage segment that was pre-recorded with Kofi Kingston dressing up as Kramer Kingsman, looking to interview the Bar. But it didn't happen because the Bar went walking off after he started talking. But we get the match, the number one contendership. The winner faces the New Day on at Hell in a Cell this Sunday for the SmackDown tag titles. The Bar again and Rusev Day. Match wasn't bad. I mean, it's not one of the best tag matches I've seen on SmackDown in recent memory. I mean, I still think, you know, the Bar and New Day's number one contenders match recently was pretty good. Again, I really thought the Bar was going to win as I felt, you know, they had more of the momentum going, you know, Rusev Day, you know, reforming. I thought, okay, them at least getting to the finals wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be too bad for them to come up a little bit short and just continue, you know, build up some momentum against their back on the same page. But then to my surprise, Rusev Day won. And to me, I'm like, okay, I kind of get it, because why have them reunite and then just, you know, fail to win again when it would just look like, you know, them reuniting could have been a little bit pointless, which I kind of see the logic there. And I get we've seen probably New Day in the Bar how many times already. So, I mean, I'm kind of 50-50 about it. Like, I feel like, you know, I would rather see the Bar, because apparently we're getting the Bar and New Day in at Super Showdown. So they'll get their tag title shot there at least. But again, it also gives me head scratching. I'm like, okay, they're going to start treating Rusev Day like heels again. They were being faced for a while, heels. It's like, I did turn I felt confident they finally had Rusev Day babyface, but now I'm questionable about it again. So I don't know. But so I'm like, all right, whatever. You know, I'm fine with Rusev Day win, but I do agree. Kind of felt the bar, it should have been the Bar's moments, because they've pretty much done nothing since coming over to SmackDown. I mean, they were gone for a while. Apparently, they're using the excuse that they were at the World Cup or whatnot. So, all right, whatever. But so we got that. The Bar win. We got a video package for Alexa Bliss and Ronda Rousey. Like, what is up with this week with Raw playing video packages from SmackDown matches and SmackDown playing video packages from Raw matches? I just thought it was weird. But of course, we had to fill time up, you know. So, no, I don't know. It was weird, I thought. We had R-Truth and Andrade Cien Almas. This match was all right. It's in a weird time, though, because it was two guys that, like, you know, R-Truth actually getting some momentum going again, where Almas is, like, you know, an upcoming star also, you know, that deserves to gain his momentum also as well, because apparently Vince is very impressed by him, which, again, as I keep saying, Almas is not one of my favorites, but I do definitely respect what he brings to the table, at least. So it was weird, but we do see Carmella and Zelina Vega get into a small little brawl outside. Because again, it is starting to look like Carmella is becoming more of a babyface again. I'll probably do a turn alert for that sometime this week, not tonight though, again, because I gotta get to bed after this. But so yeah, so almost as wins like a schoolboy roll up or whatever it is on R-Truth. So it's kind of made, you know, R-Truth's momentum kind of, you know, look pointless. You know, like it kind of made R-Truth, this kind of cut something off for him. But then again, I didn't want to see Almas lose either, so it's kind of a bad time for these two to kind of collide, if you know what I mean. I mean, yeah, I know R-Truth. I'm not saying pushing R-Truth to, you know, like, you know, the main event level again. I mean, at least they can feel, you know, like a legitimate, you know, solid, you know, mid-card contender or whatnot. But it felt like it was just the wrong time for these two to collide for a match, if you know what I mean. So that's what happened there. Almas wins. Backstage, this interview was strange. We had Asuka being interviewed about being asked like why she saved Naomi last week from the Iconics. Naomi rolls up and asks her the same way, and Asuka says the Iconic Duo are mean. I can't understand their accents. Naomi says she likes Asuka's attitude. She definitely feels the glow. Asuka first thinks she told her to go, but Naomi corrects her, and Asuka gets into the glow. And then Naomi thought she said something about teriyaki. So they suggest going getting some teriyaki together. And Asuka looked confused. I'm like, okay, that was weird. We had our main event then next. It was Brie Bella versus Maurice, which, I'm sorry, as Brie would say, and I would say it too, Maurice, which it was actually cool to see them play Maurice's music again, because I think they played, well, besides Raw 25, they've really used Maurice's theme music since she's been back in the WWE, since she returned and at WrestleMania 32. But the match wasn't much of a match at all. It was more of an angle, which at first I was like, I don't know why I would have had this be the main event, because it wasn't really main event worthy. But the angle after the match, of course, was what was worth it. I mean, throughout the match, Maurice just kept us walking out, and then Brie got on the microphone and just called her a coward. And then Mrs. flips out saying, you know, them cowards, they don't have to waste their time with this. They're out of here, whatnot. So as they're walking away, Brie runs back again, grabs Maurice, and takes her back to the ring. And then she has her in a yes lock, and I really like what they did here. The Miz, because I keep saying I want this feud to get even, as personal as possible, because this feud is definitely going to go on for some time. But this has got to get personal, and I think it will be. It went to a whole nother level here, because as Brie had Maurice in the yes lock, the Miz grabbed Brie and yanked her out of the ring to cause the disqualification. Now, if you're Daniel Bryan and you see a man you truly despise touching your wife, even though it was not inappropriate, but still, pulling her out of the ring, laying a finger on your wife, what would you do? You would explode and punch him in the face. And it was just an all-out brawl. And then took another interesting turn where Bryan got pushed into Brie and knocked her over. I'm just like, oh man, I thought this is going to take things to a whole nother level here. Now, is Brie going to be okay? But then Brie got up and shook it off, and they all went, the four of them just went at it. Brie and Bryan were brawling with Miz and Maurice. They got Maurice out of the way, but it was just the Miz in the ring, and eventually, they were cornered, and the whole punch in the face thing here got cheered on, and the show ended with each of them punching the Miz in the face and knocking him out of the ring. And we get a lot of yes chants, everybody celebrating as the show cuts out off the air. Again, first I'm just like, this should really not been the main event at first. But then that post-match angle with Miz going as far as grabbing Brie. He's like, well, to grab Maurice, why not? But he touches Brie and pulls her out of the ring, setting off Daniel Bryan's like, whoa, you went a whole nother level here. And even, of course, I thought first maybe they were going to pull the plug after, and stop it and everything after Bryan bumped into Brie. It would have been nice to have her sell that a little bit more, but still, that took things to a whole other level. I'm just like, ooh, that really grabbed my attention even more. So again, this feud is going to have some. Again, they could go so many different directions with this feud, and I think that they're definitely brewing things up, because there's no way this feud is going to end after just a mixed tag match like this. There's no way at all. They are having a number one contenders match at Super Showdown, so I'm not going to be watching the show, but we'll see what happens after this mixed tag match. I'm still not sure who will win the match. I'm kind of wondering maybe they will give it to Miz and Maurice, and it seems since Bryan and Brie seem to almost all times, I think one time, get the upper hand in their encounters they've had with them. So we'll see what happens, and that's how we went off the air, with a nice brawl, thanks to the Miz going as far as touching Daniel Bryan's wife, Brie Bella, who again was wearing some pretty cool looking gear that was the colors of the Seattle Seahawks, I felt, representing Daniel Bryan's favorite football team, of course. So before we go off the air, before I check the live chat, I will look at the polls. 11 votes for what grade would you give this episode of SmackDown Live? 18% said A, 45% said B, 27% said C, and 10% said D or lower. And what show did you enjoy more this week, Raw or SmackDown Live? 8 votes, 50-50. 50% said Raw, 50% said SmackDown Live. Before I check the live chat, I'll give my grade. To me, again, this wasn't a bad show, though. It was fun. It had its moments. But for Go Home Show, I still, something else, just something felt like it was missing, I felt, in my opinion. That's why I gave this show a B-. Again, last week's show was an A-. I've been like A-, A, B+, whatever, SmackDown. This one, not quite as high. Still a good show, but felt like something was missing, though, if you know what I mean. I can't with this, so it go bang, bang, if you know what I mean. But yeah, before I go off the air, of course, let's check the live chat one more time. Right here. Lauren still thinks the New Day needs the split. Again, they could probably go for splits. They've been together now for 3 or 4 years now. I know they're probably trying to make them the longest reigning tag champ. Have the most tag championship victories of all time. I get it, but somewhere times in between, they do feel like a little flat and directionless. Or, if you want to turn them at least heel, have like them be like a stable to help like Big E or Kofi get like one of the mid card or main event titles, then we still could do that as well. But just don't treat them like a tag team that has nothing else to do once they're out of the title scene. Usos were where the Usos been again. The Usos were used last week in a triple threat match, but they've not been used as much lately. Larry says he comes from a time when wrestling was the most awesome thing. That's why he always seems mad. You're cool, man. Do you think Raw and SmackDown will come together again and no more brand splits? I don't know. I do start feeling that that may happen eventually again. But to me, I still feel like with how stacked the roster is, they should still keep the brand split. Because if not, then there's going to be a lot of people who are not going to be getting any opportunities at all whatsoever. Yeah, sometimes it brings so much to the table with having the brand split, but then again, also if they do the brand split, why have two shows on a main roster? Why have just one show, just Raw or just SmackDown? Just my opinion, though. I feel so. I wouldn't get rid of that. Lauren Sharon, how she started watching 2004, but always look back at the earlier days. She's a top 10 reasons why the WWE needs to return to TV 14. I like that one. How did I exit on that? Let's look at my notes. Top 10. What? No, ignore that. Okay, top 10 reasons why WWE needs to go back to TV 14. Okay, let's see here. Larry's Early Memories was from 1999 and 2000, back when it was epic and the ads there, of course, they were. Have there been too many women main events? Do kind of agree. Maurice used her own theme music. I actually want Miz and Maurice to win at Hell in a Cell. Again, it could lead to something more interesting with this feud. Do you think we'll see Maurice versus Brie at Evolution? I don't think we'll see it since we got the match tonight. Probably wouldn't really want to see it anyways at Evolution. Nakamura does not have a Hell in a Cell match. Gracie, as always, she has to go to bed. She has to work at 11 a.m. You're not watching the event from Australia. I'm not. She's saying she is. I'm not too interested in watching that, honestly. But if you want to watch it, awesome. She says sweet dreams. Let's see here. Laurie also says, by the way, just curious, do you watch the Mae Young Classic? Because that is what makes up Women's Evolution, Revolution's opinion. Yes, I did watch the first episode last week. I will be watching the Mae Young Classic. Definitely. Last year's was a success. Last week's was up to a good start. Weeks off to a good start. So I definitely will be watching Mae Young Classic. The top 10 best and worst Hell in a Cell matches of all time. I am going to be doing the top 10 Hell in a Cell matches actually for my special stream this Thursday. So thank you for mentioning that again, Lauren. It's just sweet dreams once again. Thank you again for joining us live. And with that, guys, I think I'm going to check out again because I got to get up really early, like pretty much every day this week because I'm driving my friend's sister to school until her bus situation gets situated. And I'm just being there for my good pal. Anyways, so again, I give SmackDown Live a B-. Obviously, I enjoyed SmackDown more than Raw this week for how many weeks in a row it is. So that was the case there. Guys, thank you again for joining me for this special stream. Lauren, T, and Couponer, and Larry, as always, you guys were awesome. Of course, I had a not bad introduction with trying to mock AJ Styles' story. Samoa Joe's story of AJ Styles. So it's a pretty fun stream again. But so I'm probably gonna watch 205 Live. Either I might try to watch it while I'm falling asleep, or I'll watch it tomorrow after I get back from running my errands, and take a short nap or something like that, and I'll review it tomorrow. NXT review for sure tomorrow. Also, I'll either do my Hell in a Cell Hell in a Cell preview prediction stream either tomorrow or Thursday. Maybe Thursday, I'd say. I'll try if I have time to squeeze it in before NXT. I'll try to do it then. I can't make any promises there. Thursday will definitely be the top 10 Hell in a Cell matches for my special stream of the week. And I feel like it was something else I was going to do on this channel this week besides my other odds and ends. But should be it, I believe. But yeah, I'm going to check out here, guys. Thanks again for joining me live. Again, give SmackDown Live a B-. Leave us down in the comment section below what grade and what show did What show did you enjoy more this week? And then, of course, click by like and subscribe more content on my channel and follow me on Twitter as well at DemandAirboy93. So, guys, I'm checking out. I will see you guys tomorrow for my 205 live review. And until then, guys, I'm checking out. I will see you all later. Have a great rest of your night. Sweet dreams, everybody. And once again, that is going to go night-night.